Welcome to our video and audio Advent calendar for 2020, which is based on From Cover to Cover, an Advent devotional produced by guidelines.org. The story of Christmas does not begin with Mary and Joseph in Israel, and it does not end a few chapters later when Jesus begins his public ministry. Christmas, the coming of a promised Saviour into the world, is a story littered throughout the Bible, with implications that extend even to us today. Over the next 25 days, we will discover the Christmas story from one end of the Bible to the other. Christmas comes. And so, in our readings in the Bible, we hear how finally the day came when the one God promised finally arrived to take away the sins of the world, defeat Satan, and restore our relationship with God. Years of longing had finally come to an end.
This is our Advent message for December the 13th, and our reading is from Matthew 2, verses 16 to 17. Then Herod, when he realised that he had been outwitted by the wise men, flew into a rage. He gave orders to massacre all the boys in and around Bethlehem who were 2 years old and under, in keeping with the time he had learned from the wise men. The Gospels are filled with examples of people who responded rightly to the coming of Jesus. Mary, Joseph, the shepherds, the wise men, and many others grasped the weight of that moment. But there was one individual who did not share their zeal. Herod was a Roman leader who received word that a new king was born in Bethlehem. Threatened by this new authority, he commanded the slaughter of every Jewish boy in the area under the age of 2 years old. But Jesus still escaped. This horrific atrocity was nothing more than a false assurance, and it would not stop Jesus from fulfilling the promises of God. Herod should have gone with the wise men to lay his crown down at the feet of Jesus. Herod should have seen the hope and peace that Christmas brings. Herod should have recognised that this little regional authority could not compare to the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Instead, he was blinded by a desire for his own glory and power. Christmas is only good news to those who recognise Jesus as he truly is. And here is a question for us to reflect on today. Is there anything in your life that blinds you from the wonder and joy of the good news that Jesus brings? And a prayer for us. Lord of all, Saviour of the world, search my heart and show me anything that prevents me from appreciating who you are and what you have done for me and for the world. Like the wise men, may I seek you, recognise you, and worship you as King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Amen.